Jai Jagannath everyone. So today I was playing chess in the morning, for which I got an awesome match with a guy. I don't know his name. His name is not showing up. So yeah, I got this match in which actually he was dominating from the beginning, but at a moment the tables turned and I got the dominating side, and he tried to defend, but he failed. So okay, so why am I making this video in chess and not playing any other games? Because like I don't know, I'm playing every game, every single game that I can, and I try to make a video of this. There's nothing special about it, but yeah, a little bit maybe. So yeah, and why am I making this video in English? Yeah, I want more people to know about chess and to make them understand what's going on here. If I'm trying to make this video in my regional language or my mother tongue, then I don't know, less people would know. And many people, I don't know how many people have this interest in chess, but if you have, then you can come along and comment down. Then I can upload more videos and more I don't know, like openings, gambits, and how to play chess or like that. So let's not talk much and much. What's much? Leave it. So let's not talk much and let's get in the game. So here I have the white pieces. So I started playing e4. Why e4? e4 is the Giuoco piano, I guess that's the name, yeah. And it's also known as Italian game. It's one of the oldest games in the chess book, which is actually played by millions and by the beginners, obviously. So in this opening, what's happening right there is you are like having a bit of center domination. Okay, so white and black first in the first half they play for the center, and there's a saying like he who have the center dominates the game. Okay, so that's why I play e4. So in return he played e4, e5. So he don't want he doesn't allow the e5 move. Okay, so like what I'm trying to say is if you play e6, then I can again move my pawn to more a bit, I don't know, like dominating the center much. I don't know, does it call like dominating or something like that? So leave it. So I played e4. In return he played e5. Then I went knight f3. So why e4? Because like your bishop is getting a free diagonal to move, and then for a speed castling. Okay, that's why e4, to open up the file for the bishop, white bishop. Okay, so then I played knight f3, putting pressure on this pawn, d6 pawn, e5 pawn. So in return he played knight c6. He's defending the pawn right now. So then I played bishop c4 to attack this pawn right there, and there's like some pretty bad gambits of this bishop f7. Okay, bishop into f7. So they're like some pretty bad gambits. If the knight isn't in knight c6 square, if it's not in knight c, it's not in the knight c6. What the fuck I'm saying? If the knight is not in the c6 square, then you can play the gambits. Okay. So in return he played h6. Then I went for the knight c3. I'm just opening my pieces. Okay. Then he played bishop c4, c5. Sorry. Then I castled. Okay. I don't know whether this is actually good or bad, but I'm actually pretty bad at defending my king side, which is actually a pretty big weakness of me. So there, when he played bishop c5, he's actually pinning down my king. Okay, you see this pawn is actually pinned down. So if he actually puts this kind of pawns, I don't know, like this, then I can't like move this pawn. So that's why, I don't know, maybe it's a blunder from me. So then he played d6. So yeah, good question. Like, why didn't I play d3 to make my black bishop go on the track? Like, I don't want my black bishop to like go in the center or like that. I just want it to like knife from the far behind. So that's why I'm not opening my black bishop's diagonal. So he played it actually. Then I want to make this bishop c5. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I just want this bishop to go away, not to pin my f2 pawn, or I just can simply move my king, but I prefer to move his bishop or to take it with my knight. So this is the best move for the black, a5, for which I went with the knight a4, and he took the bishop to a7. Okay, first I could actually play knight a4, then I can like simply take the bishop, but I didn't make it. So then I played c3, and he went bishop g4 to pin down my queen, and then I took back my bishop to e2. And this is actually pretty bad situation for me, because like you can see my knight doesn't have any much squares to go, because I have like 2 pawns on this side. He can't go there, so I have to make some space for my knight to come back. So he's actually giving this queen over there, because like he wants to push this pawn. Okay, so attack my knight. So in reply I went for b3. Then he opened up his king side with the knight f6. So and he's actually attacking my e4 pawn, as my knight is in a4. So he's attacking my e4 pawn. Sorry. So then I went for d3. I'm going for d3 right now. So then he started pushing. Okay, this is the point where I started worrying more about my castle king. So I thought I still wanted this bishop to block his view. So I pushed my b4 pawn, b pawn, and he took my knight afterwards, for which I took it with my bishop, and then he pushed the pawn pretty more. Okay, so his idea was to play maybe the knight over there, then to push, then to take the knight, and as my pawn is still pinned with the bishop, I can't move. So I took the bishop back, and he started pushing more. So I wanted to exchange his knight with my bishop, but the plan was not successful, because as he took away his knight. And then at this point I moved my king. I don't want it to be pinned forever, so I kind of moved my king to the h1 square. So he kind of like want my bishop to piss off, so he pushed the f6 pawn over there. Then I took my bishop to h4, and then he moved further f5 to have an exchange. Now, as I told you earlier, I don't like my f3 pawn. That's why I play like Mises opening. So I want my rook file to get pretty much open. So I played f3. In return, he took my pawn. So I took it with my bishop, obviously, so to attack this pawn. And this is the blunder for him. He didn't see this pawn. It's getting hanged. So he took the pawn. But first I took the pawn and gave a check. Why the check? Because the king has no square over there, because my black bishop is actually taking this diagonal, and my white is actually giving a check. A pretty good, nice scene over there. So in return, he actually has to take my bishop, but there's no move like that. It's like mate in 2 or 3. So I took it with my queen, and that's the game end. So this is actually a pretty nice game that I think I made a video. I don't know, it's like a trial video, so I didn't have any much content with me, so I made a video on this. If you like this video, then do comment, whatever, just do whatever it is, just do something. Okay, just do something. Okay, just tell me if you like this chess video. I want myself to like upload 1 video per day, or like 2 or 3 4 videos like in a week. I don't know whether I can do it or not, but I'm like getting a habit of consistency, so I'm just trying out my best. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have made it this far and you don't know what the fuck is going on, then just fuck off. No, just kidding. Bye.